Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. Still recording today on my day off. You'll be happy to know that I have disconnected the phone from the phone line, so hopefully it won't ring anymore. Although you may be interested to know that I checked my messages and I've been informed that Christians can save a lot of money on health insurance by calling a certain number. So that's very comforting. We are running low on power, and I'm not sure why. See? 4 reactors should give us close to, I think, 480 megawatts. So I'm not sure why our power browned out like that. I think that perhaps the steam storage, I don't have any pumps coming out of the steam to feed it back in, and I think maybe the steam can't flow in there fast enough. That would be my guess, is that the steam coming through the tanks unassisted doesn't get enough steam flowing through the turbines to keep the power production at the same level. Yeah, because we're using quite a lot now. I think we're going to need to expand our power next. Here, we've got red circuits done. Productivity modules for labs. Yeah, that would be a good idea, but I'm not doing any more research now, so I think we'll just cancel that one. Although we could do more research. Maybe we will do that one. But we definitely need to expand nuclear. Save that, and I'm going to promote that to the top. And along those lines, I think maybe now's the time to eliminate the steam control and just let these things load up as much as they want and run nonstop. I've got close to 3,000 fuel cells. That'll last us quite a long time. Yeah, so let's go up there and let's just turn off this. Let's turn off the steam control. Right, so the reactors will just run nonstop. That means that they'll use more fuel cells than is really necessary, but we're getting to the point now where we're using a lot of power, and the fuel savings that we get is going to become less and less significant. At the beginning, we probably save, 50% or 75% of what we need. But once we start using a lot of power, then it's, maybe it's only going to save 5% or 10%. And if it results in me running low on power, then I think it's not really worth it. Okay, well, so we'll start by removing the control circuit. And then I'm going to remove the steam tanks as well. Okay. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'm just gonna remove the inserters. There. And then I can remove this. Don't need that anymore. Don't need this anymore either. Okay. And then we'll remove the seam storage. From that side, and we'll remove it from the other side. Okay. Good. All right. So let's go back and start building modules. So I built out the grid for modules, and then I added 2 stations. So I have green circuits coming here, and I have red circuits coming here. I thought about putting them both in the same station, but then I remembered I wanted red circuits here so that the train can leave here and have a very short path before it drops off again. I think that'll be beneficial. And then the green circuits I put here, so that way the green circuit train is going to leave. It'll have to do a 270 and then come up here. All right, so we've already got green circuits delivered, and it looks like we have red circuits delivered too. So we're in good shape to get started. All right, so I'm going to start with going into a balancer, as I often do. Okay. Yeah, and we've got these messages now. Now we're only getting messages when there is a delivery, when there's a demand that can't be met yet. So we saw there that petroleum and plastic are low. Yeah, so we can see there's no plastic being made right now because we haven't had petroleum until just at this moment. So now we've got petroleum, but that's rapidly running out. So we might need to scale up our refining. And again, adding modules, adding productivity modules and all this stuff is going to help a lot. So that's what we're doing this for. Let's see, I'll put that there. And I'm going to just use blue belts here because we can. There we go. And then we'll duplicate the same arrangement for the red circuits, like so. Okay, so then somewhere over here we can start to build things. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And let's space it out a little bit more. 1, 2. Well, here, let's do it evenly. All right, so we'll do it 6. Okay. There we go. All right, so we need speed modules and production modules. So I'm thinking we'll do like 8 of each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So these can be speed modules, and these can be productivity modules. All right. We could speed these up with speed modules themselves. You can't use productivity modules to make more modules, unfortunately, but you can use speed modules to make them faster. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and load those up. All right, now let's take a look here. So that's going to consume 6 per second of each. Or no, total, 6 per second total. All right, so it looks like one blue belt of each will suffice. Let's see here. And in fact, I think it can be a combined belt. All right, so we'll just do this. I'll leave room for beacons in case we decide to beacon this later, right? So if we do, then the first beacon would go right there. So we want the stuff to enter just above that, like that. And then this can go down the other side. We'll just use a splitter. Okay, so 2 blue belts combined into one. That's 20 per second per side. And we need, or 20 per second of each item, and we need 66 per second. Yeah, we need 12 per second total of each item, so that'll work. Okay. Oops. And you know, I think this might be one of those areas where it's better to do it with bots. Because the level 1s are going to go into level 2s, and then the level 2s are going to go into 3s. And when you go from 2s to 3s, you don't have an even ratio anymore. So maybe we should just set these up with requester silos and use bots instead of belts. I think I'll do that. I like that idea. Why am I doing that? All right, so let's get rid of all this. Let's make... now the question is, do I want these to be active providers or passive? If I do passive providers, then the trains might not load, or the trains might not unload evenly. I'm sorry, the silos might not unload evenly, and then we could run into loading problems with the trains. So we could make these active provider silos, and then the bots will empty them out into storage silos. And And I gave away all my red circuits. So let me grab, I'll get one stack from each of these. Okay, I still can't make that many. So almost 8 slots times 4 is 32 slots. 8, I don't think this has 32 slots. Yeah, so I think if we have like 2 storage silos for each of these, we should be covered. All right, so let's throw in, we'll put like a RoboPort in front of each one. Where are they? Here we go. And then we can put a storage silo. Well, let's just put them in the middle. There, and we'll put the storage silos there. All right, so I need to go back and get more silos. I'll ask for, well, no, 10 should be enough. All right, let's go back to the base and fill up on silos. Oh, it's almost exactly due south. Interesting. Okay, so I'm going to need 8 active provider silos. 5, 6. I need steel. Oh, I forgot to upgrade all the undergrounds. Oh, that's a bummer. It's going to take a long time to do. Okay. I think that's all of them. No, it's not. Okay. Here's a couple more. Okay, I think I got all of them now. Or all the important ones anyway. All right, so I needed 8 passive active provider silos. And then I need 2 more storage silos. And then I'll use requester chests for the modules themselves, or I'm sorry, passive provider chests. for the modules. Okay. All right, so let's go back north. And I got more productivity modules. I don't recall now. Yeah, we needed more modules here. There we go. That's where we were missing them. Yeah, and you know, 8 of each. That's not a terribly impressive figure, is it? Let's do 12 of each. Okay. All right, and then we can do passive providers. We can use regular inserters on the output. And we'll set this to stop at let's see. For now, let's go to 100. No. Let's go to 1,000. That's what I meant to say. And then these will be speed modules to 1,000. All right, and then over here, we're going to put requesters. And for the requester chests, all I do is I shift right click on the machine and then shift left click. And then it'll automatically populate it with the ingredients. And it'll also adjust the numbers based on the speed of the machine and what the computer thinks is good for that. So in this case, it thinks 22 of each is a good quantity. All right, so let's copy that down. All right, and then we just need to power it up. That worked out very well. Oh, and you know what I forgot? Robots. Okay, yeah, we'll just put that there. I forgot to bring robots. All right, so let's request, I don't know, 300 logistic bots. All right, then these, okay, now we need to do a couple things here. We need to feed the this with the Roboport, the robot network contents to get the quantities rather than pulling them from the chest. All right, so I'm going to cancel out the request for a moment just because I don't want to get more if I don't need them. So if I set these to active providers, we can see that the quantities went down. That I don't really understand. All right, well, we'll come back to that. And then the red wire goes there, and then these red wires we can remove. Okay. So now it's telling us that we have 78,000. And how is it coming up with that number? $78,000 in the logistic network here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 7,000. So we have close to 8,000 in each of these. 8 times 4 is 32. Where the heck is 78,000 coming from? Oh, okay. I've got to cut that too. There we go. Yeah, and this is close to 16,000. So 16,000 times 4 is close to 64,000. Okay, so that's correct now. I had a red circuit going here, which was causing the numbers to, it was double counting what was in that particular one. All right, so here I'm going to, again, just clear the request temporarily. We'll get rid of these connections. Okay, and let's copy the RoboPort setup here. All right, and then that's going to go there. Read logistic network contents. All right, so we can see it over here as well. And that's going to count the red circuits. And then these are going to be replaced with active providers. Which makes the icon bigger for some reason. There we go. All right, so now we can add the request back in. So this will be minus 64,000. And this will be minus 64,000. Okay, and then we just need to get some bots over here. Not enough room like that. I guess one RoboPort there is enough, yeah? Oh, that's interesting. They wouldn't feed the chess until there was a robot network. I'll put another one here just to balance things out. And let's throw in a few lights. Where do I want to put them? I guess I'll just put them here. There. Okay, so now I just need bots. So let's go pick up some bots. And then we'll get this party started. All right, I'm going to shut this off because we don't really need that anymore. I need to get rid of some junk. All right, get rid of those. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of tanks. I don't need that. Everything else looks pretty much okay. Get rid of some of those red circuits. Okay. All right. Now the bots are going to start madly emptying out the chests. I may need to put more roboports in between here. Let's see. So if I hover over this, I can see that we have 0 out of 300 bots available. Yeah, we can see that they're spending a lot of time charging. So let's add some more roboports here. So that we have more charging stations available. I think each one can charge 4 bots at a time. Yeah, robot recharge rate, it says 4 times 1 megawatt. So that means that only 4 bots can charge at a time at each roboport. So the other thing that we can do, I don't want to stretch it. I want it. Are you serious? All right. That means I'm going to have to pick it up, move it by 1, and then reconnect it. And that doesn't make a lot of sense, does it? Okay. And then I can move these there. And that way I get more roboports squeezed in there. And I'll do the same up here. All right, so we're going to have to clear the request so that we can disconnect it. Move it by 1. And then reconnect. And then move that one by 2, move that one by 1. There we go. Let's check our power. Ugh. We are getting low on power. Okay, and we can see a lot of bots sitting around waiting to be charged, but I think as long as the machines are getting fed, and it appears that they are, then that should be fine. Okay, so let's... Yep. So you can see that's a considerable increase in our productivity module production. And then whenever I come here, I'll get filled up with however many I asked for. So let's get 300. And let's get... I'm going to remove my request for bots. I think that's a good ratio for now. All right, so the next thing that we could do, let's go get some beacons. I'll get 100 of those. And we can go put those in our refinery because we're getting shortages of plastic over here because we were running out of petroleum. So let's get this moduled and beaconed as well. And that'll help that along quite a bit. And then after that, we're going to need more power. Actually, when I add those modules and beacons, that's going to push us very close to the limit on power. Oops. Yeah, because we're at 320, 330 right now. And we can only go up to 480. Okay, what happened here? Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of those extra silos. Okay. Now let's go to the refinery. Now, as you are building up your inventory of modules and beacons, Generally what you want to do is start with your most expensive resources. So actually in this case, let's take care of plastic first. Right? Because if you start getting productivity bonus at the top of the chain, then you're going to consume fewer resources. And then as you work your way down the chain, you get, in other words, you get more impact. Ugh. Let me get out of the way here. Forgot that I don't have a passenger station here. Why don't I? I could quite easily have one. All right. Yeah, cool. I have some rail. Let's build a passenger station here real quick. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Okay, should be right there. All right, so this will be plastic 1, PAX. All right, so we'll need to back this guy up. And let's delete that and add the passenger station. Which should send it down there. Okay, and then we just need some signals. So, let's see, going in, yeah, coming out, we want a regular signal. And going in, all right, I'm gonna have to do that. Going in, we want a regular signal like that, and then I want a chain signal there. And then it'll be the opposite on the way out. Chain signal out. Okay. All right. So let's start putting in modules here. So again, the first one goes where it's barely touching. And then you go up the column from there. Until the last one doesn't touch anything. And that's when you stop. I probably should have brought more speed modules with me. Okay, so let's load in the productivity first. All right, now refineries and chemical plants, well, the chemical plants only take 3 modules each. I think the refineries are the same, but I don't remember exactly. Okay. So we'll only get 12% productivity bonus on the chemical plants instead of 16 for now. But later that'll go up to 30 when we get to the level 3 modules. Yep, and we're out of speed modules. Okay. Yeah, see, we're just waiting for petroleum over here. And petroleum has not filled up yet. Close, though. We only need to get 50,000. Okay, so let's go get more modules. This time I'll grab more speed modules. So we'll go back to the red circuit passenger station, which is right next door. And let's make this, wow, I've got 1 beacon left. I know how to pick the right amount. Yeah, let's change this to 400. We'll get rid of one. Oh no, not yet. Not yet. I don't want my belts to get emptied out here because these logistic bots will take them. All right, so let's get 300 speed modules too. And let's see how we're doing. Oh, wow. Yeah, see, we've got now 800 of each already. So that's pretty quick. I think I need more bots over here. All right, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll change that to 70 so I don't fill up. Let's delete that. I can probably, I'll get rid of the resource monitor. I can always, nope, never mind. I can always make another one when I need it. So let's go back to the main base real quick. Or no, actually let's go to plastic first so we can fill in the rest of those modules, hopefully before it starts producing again. Okay, yeah, the train's on the way. Here it comes. Well, I already have the productivity modules, so that's the important thing. The speed just makes it go faster, which is not really the issue right now. Okay. Great, so now we're getting productivity bonus. Again, not a big one, only 12%. And power consumption has dropped a bit. All right, so that should help a lot. Yeah, I'm not super happy with the fluid flow here. It doesn't exactly split evenly. I guess it doesn't matter, but I might need to bring in 2 sets of pipes instead of just one. Jeez, that gets eaten up pretty fast. We're picking up 1,000 plastic. Say what? $16,000 request threshold. That seems to be broken. All right, let's go over to red circuits. Anyway, the next thing I'm going to do is put beacons and modules in the petroleum area. I'll do that next. We're already out of time, but I do want to figure out what's going on with the plastic, why it's picking up 1,000 at a time. Well, I guess it's probably because I need to set a provide threshold on plastic. Although I thought that you only need one or the other. You know, either a provide threshold or a supply threshold for it to... Yeah, request threshold, 16,000. Now there should be another request already. Okay. Yeah, so the request is there. It's saying no station supplying plastic. But then as soon as the plastic gets to 1,000. Okay. Yeah, so I think I need to set the provide threshold as well. Okay. Well, that's strange. I didn't think I had to do that. I thought I only needed one or the other. But apparently you need both. So let's go set the provide threshold there to, what is it? think it stacks in hundreds. Yeah, so a full train is going to be 16,000. So let's set the provide threshold to 16,000. Yeah, there's only 118 in there, and there's a train coming already. That's no good. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the main base. I'm going to pick up beacons, and then I'll go put beacons and modules in the refinery, so that'll help us get a little more petroleum out. And the nice thing about refining is that I'll get a productivity bonus from the refineries, and then I'm also going to get a productivity bonus from the cracking. So these bonuses really start to stack up one upon another, and they can make a pretty huge difference once you get everything with productivity modules and speed beacons put on. All right, so that'll do it for today. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.